the opportunity to be a part of this devoted O'Neill community, which has taught us lessons that go beyond the scope of the classroom. We thank you for our parents who have provided us with resources to succeed academically. Thank you for the faculty and their daily efforts to ensure our bright future. To the coaches, thank you for the time you sacrifice and for the constant motivation to excel athletically. We thank you for the students that embody O'Neill and for the passionate fellowship they bring to the community. For the class of 2023, I hope that we will be safe, happy, and healthy in our different endeavors in life. May we all feel a sense of achievement and excitement in today's ceremony, and may this be a celebration of your life within us.
It's at this time we would like to say goodbye to our senior buddies. Good afternoon, students, faculty, family, and friends. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the 2022-2023 Upper School Awards Ceremony. We gather here today to recognize and celebrate academic, artistic, and athletic excellence, as well as community achievements and shared accomplishments. This is truly a day of exceptionalism. But before we honor the hard work of our talented students, I want to take a moment and recognize the proverbial village that has helped raise them this year. First, we send a heartfelt and sincere thank you to the parents and family members, both here and unable to attend, for all of your support. Your partnership with O'Neill is invaluable, and we could not do what we do without your love and guidance. Second, I have the privilege of working with an unbelievably talented and dedicated group of faculty, coaches, and staff who have spent countless hours shaping and molding our young men and women in their respective passions. They are brilliant, caring, and kind, and we could not do this without them. Students, at this time, please join me in thanking these special people. Now, it is time to turn our focus towards you, students. This day is in recognition of all those late nights, rough drafts, and missed opportunities. The early morning cram sessions, group projects that didn't feel so groupish, and page after page of annotated reading. Over the last 10 months, you've committed yourself to being the best version of you, and today we celebrate your journey. What is more, we celebrate the persons that you are becoming. By and large, you have been kind, respectful, and dutiful. You've also served each other, the school, and the greater community well. I guess you could say that you've been good and done good. Finally, and above all, it is my sincere hope that as you sit here today, reflecting upon this year, that you were able to do so with a sense of pride and accomplishment. You should know that the adults in this room are so very proud of you and for all that you have done. Well done.
Of the Cum Laude Society, and welcome all of you to the 2023 Upper School Awards program. Our purpose today is to celebrate individual accomplishments that reflect the many facets of learning and life at the O'Neill School. And in a moment, we will induct the newest members of the Cum Laude Society, O'Neill's highest academic honor. There are many highlights to a year at O'Neill, and many moments that reflect the accomplishments of our students. class of 2023 and upper school students, you have endeavored to succeed and accomplish much. This year, during the class of 2027 scholarship interviews, one 8th grader described how her father divides things she wants. He asks her, "Is that a want or a work?" The implication is clear. We can all want things in life, or a class, or a team, or a school year. The question is whether we are willing to work to achieve that goal. I'm always reminded of a scene a teacher witnessed in a well-known girls' school in New York City. In a math class, a girl came in and told the teacher, "I didn't remember what the homework was, so I did all the problems." She wanted to do well in the class, and so she worked by doing all the problems. Many of us might have asked for an extension or understanding from the teacher because of the confusion, but this student worked harder than everyone else to correct her misunderstanding. Members of the class of 2023 and those we recognize today, you have worked beyond the expectations like the girl in New York City, because you have wanted to accomplish a goal and achieve something meaningful. The faculty and I are proud to acknowledge today's award recipients. Our goal is to know the strengths of each upper school student so that we can appreciate their strengths, progress, and dreams. Congratulations to all for your individual growth and accomplishments, and thank you all for your spirit, dedication, and involvement, which has made this an exceptional academic year. Our purpose today is to celebrate individual accomplishments at the O'Neill School, and in a moment we'll induct the Cum Laude members. Cum Laude is an association of only 382 chapters worldwide, and only 4,000 new students are inducted annually. 11 schools in North Carolina, including our O'Neill, are members of Cum Laude. The Cum Laude Society was modeled after Phi Beta Kappa and founded in 1906 to honor superior scholarship. Criteria for establishing a charter at a given school is highly selective, and a periodic review ensures that member schools continue to meet Cum Laude's high standards. The O'Neill School became a member of this selected group in 1977. Student membership in Cum Laude is limited to 10% of the junior class and a total of 20% of the senior class. The junior members serve as marshals today and at commencement. And I want to emphasize to everyone again that this is O'Neill's highest academic honor. Dr. Commaster could not be here today, but I call up my fellow Cum Laude faculty members, Mrs. Wilder, Dr. Miller, and Ms. Callahan, to join me and recognize this group of exceptional students.
I would like to call our current members to stand on my right: Maxwell Epstein and Alexandra Lapp.
We are now pleased to announce our new senior inductees, Maya Beasley, and Emma Grace Sager.
We are now pleased to announce our new junior inductees. Luke Harper, Audrey Kim, Lauren Kuhn, and Charles Kuzma. Each new member of the society will personally keep faith with these goals and will work to encourage them in society at large. We also hope that you will accept the honor of membership in the Cum Laude Society as a responsibility to make some contribution to the ongoing search for greater knowledge and understanding.
I would like to welcome you to the Cum Laude Society, and in testimony of your admission by the authority of the society, duly granted, we will present you with your pins and certificates of membership. Please join me once again in congratulating our Cum Laude Society. Thank you so much, and this concludes the Cum Laude Society induction. I am now pleased to welcome to the stage the Triangle Yale Book Club member, Mrs. Susan Woodard, to present this year's Yale Book Club Award.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here to celebrate all these wonderful young people. I'm Susan Woodard. I'm a member of the Triangle Yale Club. The Triangle Yale Book Award is annually presented to a high school junior who has shown an intellectual promise, significant involvement in extracurricular activities, and community service. This year's book that the Triangle Yale Club selected is called 10 Restaurants That Changed America. It's by Paul Friedman, who is a current professor at Yale University in history. This year's recipient is Audrey Kim, and we are so pleased to present the Yale Book Award to Audrey Kim.
Good afternoon. I'm Dale Perdue. I'm the chairman this year of the Tin Whistles Scholarship Foundation. The Tin Whistles Scholarship Foundation was established in 1979 to award four-year scholarships to graduates of Moore County high schools. In 1979, we awarded two scholarships of $2,000 each for 4 years. Today, we have 8 four-year scholarships and 2 Sandhills nursing scholarships. These scholarships are awarded on the basis of academic excellence, leadership, community service, and extracurricular activities. The competition for these scholarships among the 4 principal Moore County high schools is fierce, to say the least. Today, I'm proud to announce that Kanye McKeithen is the recipient of one of the Tin Whistle Scholarship Foundation scholarships for 2023. And that is a 4-year scholarship for $5,500 a year. Congratulations. I brought two things with me to present to Kanye today. One is a certificate that reads, "We are pleased to award Kanye McKeithen, O'Neill School, the Robert Hunt 2023 Tin Whistles Foundation Scholarship for outstanding academic achievement, active involvement in extracurricular activities, demonstrated leadership, capability, and community service." Again, congratulations. I brought another thing. This is a book by Admiral William H. McRaven, U.S. Navy retired, who went on to become the Chancellor of the University of Texas. It's entitled, "Make Your Bed: Little Things That Can Change Your Life and Maybe the World." So, what's this with "Make Your Bed"? What's that all about? Well, think about it. If you make your bed every morning and do a good job at it, you've accomplished something. You've accomplished something of significance. And it sets the tone for the rest of your day to go on to achieve greater accomplishments and things of worth. But let's say that you make your bed in the morning and you do a good job at it, but have a really bad day. Your day just comes off the rails and goes south, and you accomplish nothing else. Well, when you come home that night, you can think with pride that today wasn't a waste because you made your bed that morning and you did a good job at it. And so, Kanye, we hope that you go on to make your bed every morning, do a good job at it, and many things, great things, accomplishments will follow you thereafter. Congratulations.
The Rensselaer Medal was first presented in 1916 with two purposes: to recognize the superlative academic achievement of young students and to motivate those students towards careers in science, engineering, and technology. The medal is awarded to promising secondary school juniors who have distinguished themselves in mathematics and science. Medalists who apply, are accepted, and enroll at Rensselaer will receive this $30,000 per year merit scholarship guaranteed for 4 years. Nearly 10% of Rensselaer's class of 2025 are recipients of the Rensselaer Medal. It is my pleasure to present this award to Tyler Pastor.
The Mary and Elliott Wood Foundation has been established primarily to offer encouragement and comprehensive scholarships to those most gifted future leaders who have the capability, desire, energy, enthusiasm, and determination to enhance and improve our civilization and the quality of all life, cultural, civic, and ecological. This foundation is dedicated to those fine examples of sound character, morals, manners, and objective tolerance who understand the importance of responsibility. The Wood Scholarships are competitive and 100% merit-based. They are available to students who possess traits of high personal character, leadership, and scholastic ability. The students chosen must be committed to academic study and eventual professional participation in a field that contributes to the fulfillment of the 9 goals of the Wood Foundation. An estimated annual amount of up to $7,500 will be awarded to each recipient. The scholarships are renewable on an annual basis for 4 years of undergraduate study. This year's recipient of the Wood Foundation Scholarship is Maxwell Epstein. Please welcome up Miss Lynn Thompson for the Phi Beta Kappa Book Award.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to be here today representing Central Carolina's Association of the Phi Beta Kappa Society. Phi Beta Kappa is the nation's oldest and most widely known academic honor society for college graduates. It was founded in 1776 to promote intellectual excellence in the liberal arts in American society. To support this mission in our community, our local alumni association annually sponsors the Voight Gilmore Outstanding Senior Student Book Award that honors a graduating senior at each of 6 area high schools for their academic achievement and leadership potential in the liberal arts. This year's recipient for the O'Neill School is Emma Graves Sager. Entitled Leadership in Turbulent Times by renowned presidential historian Doris Kearns Goodwin, a Phi Beta Kappa graduate of Colby College. From the 6 book award recipients in the Central Carolinas region, 1 has been chosen to receive the association's annual James W. Johnson Scholarship Award. Based on her academic record, resume, and essay submissions, I'm pleased to announce that Emma has been selected to receive this year's scholarship for college expenses in the amount of $1,500. There's your award, and one more. Congratulations to you, Emma. The awards committee was really honored to read about your academic and extracurricular activities and your achievements and your commitment to community service and your personal and intellectual growth during your senior high school years. We're also pleased that you're going to attend Washington College, which has the Theta Maryland chapter of Phi Beta Kappa. Finally, each book award recipient may nominate a teacher that the student feels has made the greatest contribution for their development as a person. I'd like to announce that Dr. Nicole Camastra is being honored as Outstanding Teacher of the Year for Instructional Excellence and Personal Helpfulness, with a certificate and an award from Central Carolina's Phi Beta Kappa Association. In her essay, Emma states that Dr. Camastra's mentorship has made her educational journey a priority and a delight. And I understand that Dr. Canastro is unable to be here, so I'm going to give the award to Emma so that she can present it to her. And there's a little bag. Thank you.
This year, we were pleased to have a National Merit Scholarship finalist. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation is a not-for-profit organization that operates without government assistance and was founded in 1955, specifically to conduct the National Merit Scholarship Program. The majority of scholarships offered each year are underwritten by approximately 340 independent corporations and colleges that sponsor and share NMSC's goals of honoring scholastically talented youth and encouraging academic excellence at all levels of education. We're happy to announce that Maxwell Epstein has been selected a National Merit Scholarship.
The Student Forum provides upper school students the opportunity to gain valuable leadership skills by empowering student voice and ownership in impacting positive change across campus. The Upper School Student Forum oversees many aspects of the upper school student life, including the dances, clubs, community service, the school store, and much more. We would like to give some special recognition to our Student Forum Executive Board, who has led our Student Forum with great determination, enthusiasm, and selflessness. Please join me in recognizing the following individuals. Brooklyn Adams. Kanye McKeithen. Charlie Kuzma. And Boyd Kenny.
You're way taller than me. At this point in the program, I'd like to pause and thank those whose efforts it is not possible to fully recognize. These students give selflessly of themselves and their time as members of the Honor Council. Please join me in recognizing Senior Kanye McKeithen, Senior Oliver Simpson, Junior Luke Harper, Junior Audrey Kim. Junior Tyler Pastor. Sophomore Harrison Franklin. And sophomore Max Pashley.
This year's Upper School Arts Award goes to a student whose dedication, professionalism, and creativity can be recognized as artistic excellence. Stepping into the lead role of the Cheshire Cat, as well as assuming the role of assistant choreographer for the all-school musical production of Alice at Wonderland, was no easy task. However, with talent and mentorship abilities that far exceed her age, this student was able to lead and build confidence in all of her castmates. When it was time for the North Carolina Theater Conference NCTC one-act competition, this student stepped up to make it happen. She was awarded an Excellence in Acting Award for her performance in If You Can't Make Them Laugh, Make Them Cry. When O'Neill's Players joined the International Thespian Society, the student immediately contacted me to express her interest in the troupe. It is no surprise that she was unanimously voted in as the first official president of this honors society. This year's Upper School Arts Award goes to a student whose dedication, professionalism, and creativity can be recognized as O'Neill's artistic excellence. It is with great pride that I acknowledge Savannah Campbell as this year's Upper School Arts Award.
You will have realized that Dr. Kamashra is not here, and so the privilege of presenting the English Department Award falls to me. I've tried to replace certain pronouns in the speech to reflect the English department rather than simply Dr. Kamashra's views. Writing is one area of school life, and in general, where you are in complete control. Given this immutable truth, we often wonder why more students don't recognize that fact and celebrate their writing as a threshold of discovery instead of a chore they have to do. One of our students, though, embraces the paradoxical freedom offered up through the restrictive discipline of writing. Since Dr. Kamashra met her in 7th grade, she has learned through persistent diligence how to express in writing the most mature, sophisticated, and nuanced ideas in a way that is altogether and undeniably hers. And she attained a level of mastery entirely in her own time and on her own terms. She's a strong, independent woman whose emotional and intellectual intelligence will impact the many people we know she will impress in the years to come. This year's English Department Award goes to Emma Grace Sager.
This year's History Department Award goes to a student whose work sets the gold standard for the mastery of the subject matter. Whether analyzing such events as the increasingly explosive tensions between the colonies and the British after they'd fought side by side through the French and Indian War, or explaining all matters of historical documents such as those showing the unprecedented growth of the federal government through the Great Depression and the New Deal, this student was a brilliant thinker and a fluent writer. Incredibly gifted and a wonderful talent in history and an abiding interest in the Pacific Theater during World War II, I'm pleased to present this award to Charlie Kuzma.
This year's Math Award goes to an exceptional math student who has proven their desire to become a critical thinker and problem solver. After speaking with this student's former math teachers, a common theme surrounds their descriptions of her. She is an out-of-the-box thinker who not only succeeds at current curriculum, but can apply previous math knowledge to solve higher-level problems. I first taught the student in pre-calculus during her sophomore year. As you might expect, she did extremely well in the course. She worked hard to establish a solid foundation and chose to take on the challenge of AP Calculus BC during her junior year. This out-of-the-box thinking I mentioned earlier has played an instrumental part in her ability to score almost perfectly on all of her assessments, which are all cumulative. However, as her teacher for the past 2 years, I have noticed that her growth is not only in content, but is a student leader in the classroom. AP Calc requires students to explain every step they take in addition to why they are taking a certain approach to the problem. For grading her assessments, I know that she can do these things. But more remarkably, she has progressed throughout the year and is able to share this skill with her peers. Watching them laugh and share out openly is amazing, as this student is an integral, no pun intended, part of this dynamic. I am proud to present this year's Math Department Award to Lauren Kuhn.
This year's Science Department Award goes to a student who has pursued scientific interests in a variety of arenas. He's competed in Science Olympiad all 4 years of his upper school career, founded a makerspace club, done research into the possibility of contacting extraterrestrial life, and even built his own nuclear fusion device. This student plans to major in nuclear engineering at Columbia University, where we are sure he will continue to do amazing and innovative work. We're proud to present the Science Department Award to Maxwell Epstein.
I've been fortunate this year to return to the upper school and to teach excellent upper level students. They are the type of students who make their teacher look good, and I'm grateful to them for that gift. From within their ranks, one student has risen to the very top and is without doubt the key academic force within a challenging course of study. This year, French 4 Advanced and 5 students were held accountable for mastering and applying thematic vocabulary pertaining to topics such as war, peace, aesthetics, and rites of passage, rather daunting topics to tackle in any language, even more so when that language is not your own. In addition, students worked with multiple complex advanced grammar concepts and were expected to incorporate them into their oral and written work. No matter how high I moved the bar, this year's award recipient not only mastered the content and concepts, but would purposely weave them into her daily conversations, oral presentations, and written assignments. Many a time we would laugh as we recognize her successful and intentional use of a certain structure or term. She combined her superior understanding of the mechanics of the language with an ear for the beauty of French and a sparkling enthusiasm that allowed her not only to soar academically, but to enjoy poetry, music, and literature. She is passionate about learning, self-directed, goal-oriented, and is one of the most accomplished academic forces I've had the privilege of teaching. It's my pleasure to present the O'Neill School 2023 World Language Award to the phenomenal Lauren Poon.
The Franklin Curtis Volunteer Award is voted on by the upperclassmen and presented by the faculty, awarded to a member of the junior or senior class who is dedicated to their clubs. This student may volunteer outside of school as well. They are thoroughly involved in their activities and recognized for helping others. No student can receive this award more than once in their high school career. It is with great pleasure that we present this award to Luke Harper.
The Falcon Award is selected by the students and approved by the faculty to a student for his or her outstanding school spirit. They support and uphold the school and its policies and participate in school activities. Most importantly, the student brings a positive presence to the school. No student can receive this award more than once in their high school career. It is my honor to present this award to Charlie Kuzma.
The Bud Holmberg Most Influential Student Award is awarded by the student body, approved by the faculty, and given to the student who is seen as a positive role model, respected by peers and teachers, and a leader both in school and in the community. Most importantly, this student leads by example. No student can receive this award more than once in their career. It is my pleasure to present this award to Luke Harper.
The Amelia Kegel Underclassmen Award was created by the students and is voted by the underclassmen. The recipient, who must be a freshman or sophomore student, embodies the very highest standards of determination, strength of character, and personal and academic integrity. A quiet leader, this student acts as an inspirational role model for others. I'm honoured to present this year's Amelia Kegel Underclassmen Award to Carson Pusser.
Good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to announce the work that will hang in the Bradshaw Hall as part of Head of School Gallery this year. The choice for this honor was a very difficult one, and it always is, as visual talent abounds at O'Neill. The piece chosen is one that exhibits a superb skill set and outstanding craftsmanship. This year's piece belongs to Jane Newman. And young artists with talents that are sure to grow. Jane?
The TriTac Conference grants each member school a male and female Scholastic Athlete of the Year award. The recipients must have earned a 3.2 GPA or above and participated in at least 2 varsity sports at O'Neill for at least 2 years. Student athletes perform at a high level within their sports and must have earned TriTac Conference honours. Most importantly, recipients display commitment to O'Neill and their teammates through their consistent dedication, motivation, and leadership in school. This year's Female TriTac Scholastic Athlete Award goes to Brooklyn Adams. This year's Male TriTac Scholastic Athlete Award goes to Kanye McKeithen.
The O'Neill Achievement Awards are presented each year to the student in each class who best exemplifies the qualities of hard work and determination in pursuit of classroom excellence. The 9th grade Achievement Award goes to Nicholas Epstein. The Achievement Award winner for the 10th grade, Harrison Franklin. grade Achievement Award goes to J.P. Lee. And the Achievement Award winner for the senior class, Alex Lappel.
Dominique Gray Student Improvement Award is presented by the faculty in recognition of the importance of a positive attitude and a strong upward progression in academics. It is presented to one student in the upper school who best exemplifies substantial improvement in these areas. This award is named in honor and memory of our 2005 O'Neill graduate, Dominique Osmond Gray. In 2003, Dominique received this award for his joyful determination and resilience in the pursuit of academic achievement. It is with the same joyful determination in mind that we are delighted to present the Dominique Gray Student Improvement Award to Daniel Ray.
The Ann M. Ewing Spirit Award is presented every year to a student in grades 9 through 12 who through his or her efforts and actions best typifies the goals and objectives of the O'Neill School. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Tyler Pastor.
Edna E. Simmons Award is presented to a member of the senior class who has combined high scholastic achievement, athletic accomplishment, and loyalty to the school during his or her 4 years of upper school service at O'Neill. It is an honor to present this award to Max Epstein.
The Robert N. Harlow Award is presented to a senior who through his or her positive approach, willingness to help others, and involvement in the life of the school has made a significant contribution to the O'Neill School. It is my privilege to present this award to Kanye McKeithen.
For anyone who's wondering, I am not Dr. Kamastra either. So, the Charles W. Lowry Award is presented to a senior who has steadfastly maintained exemplary character and achievement in the classroom, in the playing field, and in the community. It is with pleasure that I present this award to Emma Grace Sager.
The salutatorian of the graduating class is a student with the second highest cumulative grade point average. In order to be named salutatorian, a student must have been at the O'Neill School for at least 2 years and must be taking a full academic load. It is an honor to present to you the class of 2023 salutatorian, Maya Beasley. Valedictorian of the graduating class is a student with the highest cumulative grade point average. In order to be named valedictorian, a student must be at the O'Neill School for at least 2 years and be taking a full academic load. This year, we are privileged to honor 2 exceptional students as they are a mathematical tie. It is an honor to present to you the class of 2023 co-valedictorians, Max Epstein and Alex Lowell.
The Board of Trustees Leadership Award is presented to the student in the senior class who best displays the quality of leadership in academics, athletics, student government, fine arts, and other extracurricular activities. It is indeed my honor to present this award to Brooklyn Adams.
Good afternoon. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Oliver Simpson and have served as the class of 2023's president for the past year. At this time, the class of 2023 would like to extend our sincerest thanks to the faculty and staff of the O'Neill School, and a special thank you to Coach Lulu Brace. With Coach Brace's help, our class has accrued funds over the past 4 years to use towards our class gift. Our class split gift involves the development of a scholarship fund for future O'Neill Middle School students. The goal is for future senior classes to dedicate their funds to this scholarship, leading to greater financial growth and greater giving back. Thank you.
While a number of students received special recognition this afternoon, we have so many others who have found extraordinary successes during their time at O'Neill. For those students who received an award, please come back to the stage for your pictures after dismissal. All other students, I congratulate you on a successful year. And at this time, you are dismissed.